Assalamu alaikum, good evening, and a very warm welcome from NTV Studios in London. I'm your host, Syed Neaz Ahmad, anchoring Talking Points. In our studios today, we have a gentleman who has great visions to introduce a form of politics that is very close to the heart of the people, very close to the heart of the leaders and the general, particularly educated people who will be doing or working wonders with their training and particularly technical training and vision. He is none other than Mr. Muhammad Jahangir Hossain Miah Milu, a long name for one of the youngest persons on the show. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. How are you? What brings you to London?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. I've got a long ties with London because I was born here. I was born here and I've got many family ties. And I was about to go for a conference on the 8th next Sunday to America. And I
You
thought,
just stopped over.
I thought, why not, pay tribute
Say
to
salam
them,
to your motherland.
to motherland or birthplace, whatever you call it. And thank you for inviting me on your show. And after I was born, it's about me that my parents were here. They were settled here. My father used to have leather garments in
Right.
Brick Lane. And he was awarded, I believe, 2 times gold medal for the best exporter from the Queen. And unfortunately, in 1979, my elder uncle, he died of a road accident in Bangladesh. And on that particular year, my father decided to take the whole family back to Bangladesh and settle there. And before settling us or taking back us, he, brought a piece of land in Banani for which we call our home. And he also started in 1976. He bought a piece of land in Moakali, and he established his business over there as well. So yes, after I was born, I hardly had any time to see the UK. I was barely 9 months or 11 months old
When
they
you were
took
taken-
me. Yeah, I was taken back to Bangladesh. From the childhood, I've been, studying in Bengali medium. First, up until class 4, I've studied in Banani Vidya Niketan, a local Bengali medium school. And after that, I was admitted to military school, Bangladesh Air Force Shine School, which is
Right,
called
right.
BF Shine School.
Yep.
And from there, I passed my matriculation in 1994
Right, from Dhaka.
from Dhaka under Dhaka board. And we were called the guinea pig batch because
Right,
it
because
was
they
the
had- they
first time.
Introduce something new.
It was the first time the education ministry has introduced objective multiple choice questions. And we had guides. You have to memorize all the guides and everything. And out of the total marks, 50% were objective. And from the childhood, I am very bad at memorizing
Right.
educational stuff. So I did a good result. In the schools, I always kept my places between 15 and 20 positions among the merit list. But on the board results, I topped the school. From the school, I got the top
Mashallah.
marks.
MashaAllah.
On intermediate, again, I went to Dhaka Commerce College in Mirpur, which used to be in Dhanmondi. And it was a bit funny that I got admitted to the college. All of a sudden, 3 of our friends, we were walking past by that college. And all of a sudden, we thought, why not take a chance? Let's go inside and see how they're doing. And I went there, and as soon as the registrar here heard my results, he called the principal, and the principal called me to his room, and
They offered you a
immediately
place.
offered me a place with full scholarship. And from there, I came home and told my mom and dad that I wanted to, I want to study in this college. My dad, Abba, asked me just one question: do you think it's good college? The education, quality education, you think you can get? I said yes. I said okay, go ahead. In 1996, I attended for the higher secondary examination, which is called HSC. And again, 1996, again we were called guinea pig batch, because on that particular year, if you remember, we had 4 or 5 boards, Dhaka, Kumilla, Chittagong boards. On that particular year, it was called Bangladesh board. The whole examination of the 5 boards were combined together at the same time, same date, and the merit lists were published combined. So in that combined merit list, I stood 11th in entire Bangladesh. And the then Prime Minister, unfortunately she is the Honorable Prime Minister now, Sheikh Hasina, on her instruction, the Education Minister gave us gold medals and gave us the acknowledgements of our, merit list and for our hard works and everything. After that, I did 1 semester in IUB, Independent University of Bangladesh, because if you remember, at that time...
But that was a initial course, isn't it? Because from commerce to business administration.
Yes. From commerce to business administration, I have a nagging or a passion from childhood to do business.
Right.
And that's why I got myself admitted in IUB because of the full scholarship I'm getting.
Right.
And the thing I wanted to mention, that if you remember, at that time the publication of the results and the admission tests of the government institutions was there was a gap of 8 to 9 months. So I thought, why waste time? I'm getting a full scholarship. Why not do a semester in IUB? I did 1 semester in IUB. And again, I thought of, okay, let's try to get a scholarship somewhere in London. I have time.
Right.
I tried. I got a place I've been offered a place in London School of Economics with a condition, because I'm a Bengali medium student. The condition was I have to do a 1-year foundation course. I said, okay, fair enough. And for this foundation course, I've been offered full scholarship. And they selected David Game College in Notting Hill Gate to do the foundation course. So again, after completing that
foundation only basically for the language, is it?
For the language. And I came here after completing the first semester in IUB. I came here, I stayed in Bangladesh Center, which is in Notting Hill Gate.
Yeah.
And
24 Pembridge Gardens.
24 Pembridge Gardens. And the reason for staying there, because my father was one of the 19 people who founder and trustees of that center. And I'd like to mention, you all are aware that that's the building where the national flag was first time hoisted in 1971.
Yes, I remember that. That was the first embassy.
Yeah.
First Justice Abu Said Chaudhry was there.
Yes. And with the help of the government and with this help of these 19 trustees, eventually they bought the place. And I got the privilege or the advantage for being the son of the trustee. I got immediate place for the accommodation over there.
Right.
And because it was a walking distance from there, I was doing good in my foundation course. The results were good. And end of the foundation course, I went for a holiday in Bangladesh. And my dad was very sick at that time. He had a minor attack. And because I'm very much attached to my mom and dad and a bit of emotional, you can tell, I asked Abba, do you mind if I decide, not going back to London and complete my education here? And he was happy like anything. Because at that time, Abba was in, Dr. Muhammad Farashuddin, the ex-governor of Bangladesh, came to see Abba and was talking to me and was telling me, why don't you join my university? It was just 1.5 years old university. And
which university was that?
East-West University.
East-West University.
And I just took 5 minutes to decide, because I had to stay there, complete my education, and at the same time I have to look after my father's business as well. And it was a walking distance, by the way. So again, I decided, okay, I will go for it.
Probably it's no more walking distance, because now they have moved to another campus.
Now it's very far. It's far. They have moved to Aftabnagar. And again, I've been offered a full scholarship because of my result. With this full scholarship, I have completed BBA in International Trade and Business and Marketing. And I've been TA, teachers assistants for 3-4 subjects for a couple of semesters. After that, I've completed my MBA from the same university. I did my MBA on finance, and with a very high CGPA, because I believe it's a French word, magna cum laude and summa cum laude. I've achieved both the status.
MashaAllah.
And after that, in the meantime, in 2002, I got married. In 2002, I got married. And after that, I, fully involved myself into my dad's business.
Right.
And tried to develop it. And from there onwards, still developing, because there is no end on development or developing. As such, there is no end on education.
What
learning.
sort of business was this?
My dad's establishment was in 1976. Official inauguration was 1978, I believe. Hotel Zakaria International. It's in Moakali. And we do have at the same time brick fields, ceramic industry, housing business, and agro-based business as well. So because my younger two brothers, they were still at doing their studies.
Right.
And I've got two elder brothers who are settled in the UK. In total, we have 5 brothers.
MashaAllah.
And I believe to be the meat of the sandwich. And I've got one sister. She's a doctor. She's in Bangladesh now. My brother-in-law is a doctor as well. Telling about my brothers, my eldest brother, he's a bar at law. He's completed his bar at law and he's a barrister. And recently he has completed his pupillage, I believe. The second brother, he's an engineer from Salford University. He did his master's from Salford University.
But none of them have gone into business except you.
No. I do not know, because maybe because my eldest brother, he's an ex-cadet. He studied in Sylhet Cadet College, and after that he came here for higher studies, and he got settled here eventually. And I believe he likes his profession rather than doing business.
Right.
Same goes with the second brother. And obviously my sister, she is a doctor, and I was the only one left to take over or look after the business at the same time.
Because you had also studied business administration.
Not only about the business, education. I had a passion from my childhood. I always, when I was a kid, I always make excuses with my dad to go to the office to have ice cream or a soup or fried
Do you
rice.
still get soup and ice cream at your
So that was a few excuses. I wanted to go to the office with my dad. So yes, eventually I got involved. I got involved very actively into the business. We started developing the existing one, and I'm also like putting up new chains with help of my brothers and my dad. Because it's a family business and we are growing as a family.
Right.
I do have my own individual small businesses here and there. I do not want.
Right now we need to take a break, and when we come back,
Sure.
we will discuss in detail when you took the plunge into the business. Okay. Thanks for being with us. We'll be back after this very short break. Thank you. Don't go away.